probably heard it said that Christianity is a way of life. And this is indeed true, but sadly, Christians are not always the best example of that way of life. My son, a few years ago, asked me if we could come up with a new name for being Christian. And this was because he said, it seems that many Christians have ruined the name. It's not nice to be known as Christian anymore in this country as it used to be just 15, 20 years ago. I'm reminded of the bumper sticker, I'm a Christian. That means I am forgiven, but not yet perfect. Now, not all biblical wisdom can be so well summed up in a soundbite of a bumper sticker, but this one does a fairly good job in summarizing what I think is a pivotal verse in the book of Galatians, the letter that Paul wrote to a church in Galatia. And in Galatians 5 verse 1, he said, "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery." This verse discusses what I believe is the essence of the gospel. It really is good news. It's not temporary good news, such as someone telling you that they've made an error at the bank in your favor, but this is permanent good news, eternal good news. Of course, while we're in this life, we're never going to be perfect. This life of the flesh, of course, is full of failures. We fail ourselves and we fail others. But God is different. He is perfect and He is holy. And His faithfulness is perfect. It's holy and it's loving. God doesn't keep some eternal record of wrongs like He's some kind of cosmic parole officer. When He forgives us, He eternally forgives us. It's not as if He's constantly reviewing our record of sin to determine what level of punishment we need to have. Neither is God like a cosmic sheriff, looking for an opportunity to punish us. God simply doesn't save us so that for the rest of our time He can torment us. And I believe this is what Paul is saying when he says, stand firm in the freedom. This freedom that Jesus gives us, it's His atoning work. And we can remain confident in that freedom that Jesus gives us. The authentic Christian knows that we do not work for our salvation. We can't earn it. We can't make God love us more than He already does. Rather, we wait eagerly for the full realization of our salvation. He came so that we can have a new life, and part of that new life is now, but the larger part of that new life is in eternity. In this way of life that we live as a Christian, we have security in eternity. And it's all prepared for us. You know, it's not like planning for a vacation where you have to make your reservations perhaps on the plane and rent a car and make reservations at a hotel and then pack all your bags and check the weather. No. Eternity is waiting for us, and all the good stuff is already there waiting for us. That's the authentic Christian life. I'm Joseph Tkach, speaking of life.